Hey, do you need to be a super salesperson with ultra super sales skills, the ability to close every single lead that walks in through the door or through your phone or through the internet? Do you need to be that ultra super slick salesperson to be able to close or do very well in real estate, whether Dubai or anywhere else in the world? Look, I've got a mentorship program online for real estate agents who are aspiring to become advisors, okay? There is a link below. Click it, hit it. Let's see if we can work together. If you're looking to sell or buy a property in Dubai, there are links for you down there as well in the description. Please, let's get connected. See if we're a good fit to work together. Last but not the least, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Show us some love. Show real first. All right, guys, look, I'll take you back to 2005, right? I was just coming out of my business school, and I spoke to one guy and I said, look, I want to be a super salesperson, right? They didn't teach much about sales in business school, but that's the industry I want to go in. And, you know, I think he was more like a coach, a professional employment counselor. And he said, when were you born? And I gave him my date of birth, and he turned around and said to me, you know, I started in sales the year when you were born. And he was this tired person. I don't think he enjoyed sales much. And he told me, like, look, Fahd, sales is super important, but it's super difficult, etc., etc. If you really think about it, sales is actually the cash blood of the business, right? Sales brings the money in, right? The branding, the marketing, the vision, the leadership, everything's great. But if there's no sales at the end of the day, nothing's really happening in the business, right? Because you got to be able to sell the product, the service, what have you, right? And lo and behold, business school actually doesn't have a course on sales, which is kind of funny, right? Which is fine because maybe they just don't want to get down and dirty, right? That's okay. So here I am, 2005, and I'm thinking, well, you know, sales is sales. I think it's super important. I want to be a super salesperson. But I picked up a book, okay? I picked up a book called Solution Selling. You should really read this book. I think it's one of those old-time greats from the days gone by, long time ago. And it was, I think, these were two salespeople who wrote the book. I don't remember who wrote the book, but you can easily Amazon it, right? Solution Selling, right? Oh, by the way, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. And there is a link below if you want to join my mentorship course, or if you'd like to actually work together to buying or selling a property. So coming back to solution selling, this is what essentially happened with this book. It was two IT professionals who had this big sales cycle, okay? So sales cycle, long sales cycles means like 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, where you have to sell multi-million-dollar software to organizations. So it's pretty much not about knocking a door, showing you something flashy or splashy, and then getting you to commit to something like buying fish or meat out of a freezer or something nice like that, or something flashy like that with a super quick. It was more like a long drawn process. But what they actually said was, listen, you're never selling the software. You're never selling the software. You're actually selling a solution. And you know, that really stuck in my brain. But then I went on to this off journey, this tangent journey. Like I went into a company, they used to sell franchises they used to sell franchises, $50,000. They would help you make websites, so on and so forth. But, you know, post 9/11, while they used to actually do trade shows and road shows, they stopped traveling, and instead they would make the entire sales process on the phone. So we would actually, I never actually sold anything over there, but so disclaimer. So if anybody comes to me and says, hey, you sold me the wrong thing, I was there for 3 months, 4 months. I never actually sold anything there, but I saw that process, right? The process was built in a super salesy manner in about 9 hours of telephone conversations back and forth. There was different levels that you would speak to in the organization. They would get the person to send $50,000 over the bank transfer. With somebody sitting in Dubai or Afghanistan, they would send them to Canada, right? So, so here I am, influenced by solution selling, Then I go into this super sales environment where they're like sell, 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 use all the tactics in your bag to sell, and then fast forward all the way, to a couple of my mentors told me like, you don't sell products, you sell value. And then 2013, Wolf of Wall Street comes out. And I don't know if you're one of those people, but everybody was affected by the Wolf of Wall Street, right? And they thought that, forget the fact that Jordan Belfort was not actually selling something. Maybe he was, but whatever happens, I'll let you watch the movie. But it was, again, a boiler room environment. And I came across a lot of people who wanted to become salespeople in a boiler room environment, right? So why am I giving you this backstory is by 2016, I discovered, and I want to share you the agony. Don't try to become a super salesperson, okay? Business, now here's the Holy Grail. This is the Holy Grail in my opinion today, okay? What do I know? 5 years later, I might change my mind, all right? My basic humble opinion today, business is about people and being able to relate to them. Not becoming best friends. You don't have to become best friends with the people you're doing business with, but relating to them, qualifying and disqualifying them. What do I mean by that, right? So here's a person, you relate well, you understand their backstory, perhaps you went to the same high school, perhaps you grew up in the same country, but you find that they're not very honest. On a scale of 1 to 10, they're like a 7 honesty, and you only work with people who are at 10. Disqualify them. Don't work with them, right? You don't have to. Nobody should force you. Even in real estate, you don't have to work with a dishonest seller. You don't have to work with a dishonest buyer. You don't have to work with a dishonest tenant. You don't have to work with a dishonest landlord, right? You're actually working with people, for people, with people. So you don't have to. You can set your standard and say, look, I ain't working with you because I don't think you're honest enough and I run a certain ethical standard. So business, in my opinion, and sales also, is about people, okay? You get the people right, you're going to be okay. The second part is understanding their needs. And this is where the solution selling comes into play, right? So remember my story. I went from trying to sell solutions to just being a great salesperson and using all the gimmicks in the book. Like, you'll have salespeople trying to sell courses and they'll tell you like, oh, you got to sound a certain way to close the deal. You got to look a certain way. Yeah, all of that's good. You got to sound confident. You got to look clean, fresh, and neat. Wear a suit if the industry requires it. Wear a blazer if the industry requires it. Wear jeans and t-shirt if the industry is okay with that. And you're comfortable in that skin, right? Some real estate agents wear a tie, some don't. That's okay. But look clean, hygienic, right? If you got a beard, have it nice and clean, right? Put some gel in your hair. I don't have some gel in my hair today, but do all of that makes you look good and presentable. But that look isn't going to close the deal, okay? You can't walk in like Leonardo DiCaprio with your hair all slicked back, your gelled up, and you're going to be like talking flashy and be like, that stuff doesn't last. What lasts is understanding people and understanding their needs and then solving or giving them a solution that helps them, okay? And to be honest with you, you might not even have a product that actually solves a current problem, but you might make their life better, right? You might just make their life better. Like, I don't know, iPhone came along as a smartphone. Did it solve a lot of problems at that time? We had phones. We had phones with screens. We could SMS. We could make calls. Did we have WhatsApp? No, not really. We could play some games. We could play Snake. Kind of like met what the requirements were of that time. But Apple comes along with iPhone, makes your life better. It doesn't even tell you that we're going to solve a certain problem that you have, that you don't know that you have, which is like, texting over a keyboard, playing a Snake game for like hours on end. It just gives you a better option and says, look, we're going to give you a better life. And that's okay, right? You don't always have to be bringing solutions to the people. Perhaps there's a better way of doing things and you're bringing that. So I'm going to save you tons of time if you're looking to get into the industry, real estate or anyways, or anything else. And you're at that stage where you're thinking, okay, I need to gain all these sales skills. Listen, hang on. Get the expertise to understand people, understand their needs, and get the expertise in the industry to give them solutions for those needs, okay? Trust me, if you've got this, You don't have to be a super slick salesperson to do the closing. Yeah, you do the regular follow-ups, be competent, be nice. All of that, it has its place. But the gimmicks that you might use, that I profess to having used in the earlier parts of my career, I don't think that got me very far. But understanding people's, okay, with an S, giving them solutions because I understood the market, and then competently with expertise helping them, that helped, right? So if you're looking for competence for an honest advisory team, then there is a link below. We'll help you buy or sell your property. If you're looking for mentorship to start becoming an advisor from a real estate agent, then again, there is mentorship below. Last but not the least, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Ciao for now. Bye. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.